Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway on a Monday night. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Mariota on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Running jet sweep here, Humphries. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On second down now, Corbin. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. To throw, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tail.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Good job.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The starting defense for the Titans.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. On 3rd down, Corbin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Here's Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Watson now to throw. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the 36, Watson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This is a counter play, Eckler, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Elliott. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Vincent Smith there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Elliott. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Texans push further out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
DEANDRE HOPKINS. Touchdown, Texans.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Mariota. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it's third down. To the air again, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Terry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air yet again. Watson on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack there by Trent Murphy. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Now, I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Mariota.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll run here with Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. And he's into the clear. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, boy, that's our ball. Every time.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Let's go. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and 1, Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Texans push further out in front. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Turnover. That's one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds Humphreys. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Mariota now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I'm scared.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mariota uncorks one for and this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 43 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's Eckler again. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 15. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. It's caught, Humphries. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Mike 55.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Mariota. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now Mariota, a dump off to Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run the counter. Corbin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We play to win. Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Mariota looking for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mariota now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's go now. 54. 54 Mike. Yeah, that's what I do.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the give, this is Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They can't hang with us.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 49. That's a gain of 2.
Now back to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Slam.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott.
Go, 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 run.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw, and that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Throwing, Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mariota to throw it. Completes it to Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Teague. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Mariota on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. A 20th carry here for Elliott. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, Eckler. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Fighting through, and he's got space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. A first down carry by Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Again, it's Elliott. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota, wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. First down, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Let's go, defense.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Titans, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.